Well, thanks so much for spending time with me, Troy. I wanted to just get back with you on the results that happened from our last call. After you shared that, I think it was a call to action method that you use, I was able to get 3 appointments the very first day I did it. One of those appointments is probably going to turn into a client. Another one's going to turn into a joint venture opportunity. But I do have 3 good relationships that I've made where those contacts used to be strangers. So thanks so much for what you shared with me.
Oh, not a problem at all. I'm really glad that helped. And you have to think about that. That was one post for 3 meetings, 1 client, And
yes.
Generally, the rules change for everyone, but generally for every 1,000 views, you can generate an appointment. So it looks like you kind of tripled that number. So good.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah. it works really, really well. So we're doing it again this week, and I've just got to get in the habit of doing it multiple times a week, and my appointment calendar will be completely booked.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I use a number of different methods, and I tend to have like 20 meetings a week. It gets a little crazy. So when I don't want it, I kind of turn the system down and I kind of back off a little bit just so I can breathe. I think with a lot of entrepreneurs, they're balancing what work they're doing in the work versus on the business and that sort of thing. So you have to have a little bit of a balancing act, because if you use all these methods, you're going to get a lot of meetings, especially if you have something that people actually need.
Yeah, I know that you offer 3 different packages for your consulting programs. So I don't know about one of them. You added a 3rd one. I don't know if you would be willing to share that. Because other people, sure, I'm sure, would like to know.
Of course. Well, a lot of times people ask me for advice, and I think when you and I spoke, it was a very short amount of advice to get you a quick boost, to get some things on your calendar. But I have some detailed consulting where we kind of analyze the business, and then we go through a plan, and we give them a plan of action. And so that's kind of a short paid consulting. The other thing that's very popular is an entire system. System for humans, creating videos for you, posting for you, actually creating campaigns built by social writers, and getting your outreach for LinkedIn as well as warm email. And that's where we originally connected, with some of the warm email, making sure that ability to have the emails not go into spam and certain things to keep the bounce rate very, very low. And so that entire service is really great, because we give you a daily list of who to contact and why. So it allows you to reach out to people and have a daily list, and to allow you to book your calendar, allow you to build relationships, allow you to communicate well with the people that are reaching back out to you based on all these different campaigns we're doing. Now, you asked about the 3rd one. That's like number 2 plus number 3, really, because the other part is the sales. So we have an entire system that generates these relationships as well as leads, but we found out that there's a big, huge portion of the people that don't have time for sales. And so we have a U.S. sales team that are working really close with a few clients. We just added that service. And all these entrepreneurs say, yeah, I got time to sell. There's going to be a point when you don't, and you got to work on the business instead of in the business. And so we have an entire sales team that helps you actually book the appointments, continue the conversations, and they will even sit on the call to help you close the deal. So the sales portion is a new one that we've just implemented, and it is pretty exciting. It's kind of like the whole package.
Yeah, complete done for you system for people.
Yeah, and they're well trained, and the people that we're working with is people that we know. We're not outsourcing it to other countries and that sort of thing right now. The sales team is located between Atlanta, Georgia, and in California.
Well, awesome. I think a lot of people will find that very beneficial, because I know I get overwhelmed just trying to interact with clients. And then if I've got to go out and sell and prospect, that's a bit much for me. So that's a great service.
You're definitely correct about that. I'm an awful salesperson too. I shouldn't be selling anything. I don't even know if they bring me on the calls for, I'll just tell you how to do something. But to close a deal, I'm like the worst, And so, well, I'm starting to use my own services to make sure I can kind of run the business myself. It's kind of test by fire before we test it out to the public. So it's all good stuff.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks so much for all your help. It's made a world of difference for me.
Oh, you're very welcome, and reach out anytime. All right.
I will. Take care.